Welcome, future airline passengers. In this video, we will provide you with 300 essential English sentences to use before boarding your flight. From booking a flight, checking in at the airport, traveling with children or pets, dealing with flight delays and cancellations, to going through security and boarding your plane, we've got you covered. With these common scenarios, you'll be able to navigate your way through the airport and confidently communicate with airport staff. Let's get started and prepare you for a smooth and stress-free travel experience. I'd like to book a flight to New York City, please. Can I make a reservation for a flight to Paris next month? Do you have any available flights to Tokyo in the next 2 weeks? I'm looking for a round-trip flight from Los Angeles to Miami for next month. How much would it cost to fly from London to Sydney in business class? Is it possible to book a one-way ticket to Berlin? I need to book a flight for 2 adults and 1 child to Denver. Can I book a flight for next week and pay for it later? I'd like to book a direct flight from San Francisco to Honolulu. Can you help me find the cheapest flight to Rome for next month? I'm looking for a flight that departs in the evening. Can you help me find one? What is the earliest flight available from Miami to New York City? How long is the flight from Los Angeles to Paris? Can I select a seat when booking my flight? Can I reserve a seat with extra legroom on my flight to Tokyo? Can I add a return flight to my existing reservation? Is there a discount for booking a flight and hotel together? Can I book a flight with a layover in Chicago instead of a direct flight to Boston? How far in advance should I book my flight to get the best price? Will my luggage be automatically transferred to my connecting flight, or do I have to collect and recheck it myself? Will my luggage be checked through to my final destination if I have connecting flights? Is there an additional security check for connecting flights? How much time should I allow for my connecting flight? I have a connecting flight. Do I need to get off the plane during the layover, or can I stay on board? Is there a shuttle service between terminals at the connecting airport? Can I check in for my connecting flight at the same time as my first flight? Will I need to go through security again during my layover? Is it possible to get assistance with navigating the airport during my layover? What are the passport requirements for the country I am traveling to? Do I need a visa to enter the country I am traveling to? How can I apply for a visa for the country I am traveling to? Can you provide information on customs requirements for the country I am traveling to? Are there any restrictions on bringing certain items into the country I am traveling to? Is there a limit to how much currency I can bring into the country I am traveling to? Do I need to fill out any forms before arriving in the country I am traveling to? How early should I arrive at the airport for international travel? What documents do I need to bring with me to the airport for international travel? Is there a separate line for international travelers at the airport? What is the process for going through customs upon arrival in the country I am traveling to? Can you provide any tips for traveling internationally and going through customs smoothly? How much duty-free allowance am I allowed to bring into the country? Are there any vaccination requirements for the country I am traveling to? Will I be subject to any health screenings or quarantine requirements upon arrival? Do you offer any travel insurance options with my ticket purchase? Can you explain what the travel insurance covers and what it doesn't? How do I purchase travel insurance for an upcoming flight? Is it possible to purchase travel insurance after booking a flight? Can I add travel insurance to my flight booking after I've already purchased it? What are the coverage limits for medical emergencies with travel insurance? Does travel insurance cover trip cancellations or delays due to unforeseen circumstances? Are there any exclusions to the travel insurance coverage that I should be aware of? How do I file a claim with my travel insurance provider in case of an emergency? What are the benefits of purchasing travel insurance for a domestic flight? Can I choose different levels of coverage with travel insurance? Do you offer any travel insurance options for frequent flyers or business travelers? How much does travel insurance typically cost, and is it worth the investment? How does travel insurance differ from medical insurance, and do I need both for my trip? Are there any restrictions on travel insurance coverage based on my age or health status? Can I use my travel insurance coverage for expenses like rental cars or accommodations? What types of travel insurance do you offer, and which one is best for my trip? Is it possible to choose my seat in advance? How much does it cost to select a seat in advance? Can I request a seat with extra legroom or in a specific location on the plane? Can I change my seat after I've already checked in? Do I need to pay for a seat selection if I have a frequent flyer status? Can I choose my seat during the online check-in process? Can I request a bulkhead or emergency exit row seat? How much extra legroom do I get with an Economy Plus or Premium Economy seat? Can I select a seat for my connecting flight as well? Are there any restrictions on seat selection for passengers with disabilities? Is it possible to reserve a seat for my infant? Can I request a specific type of seat, such as a seat with a table or a reclining seat? Can I change my seat if I don't like it once I board the plane? Do I have to pay extra for a seat with extra legroom? Is it possible to select a seat with a power outlet or USB port? Are there any window seats available? Can I get an emergency exit row seat for more legroom? Is it possible to get a seat with extra space for a bassinet? Can I reserve seats for my entire family together? Can I switch my middle seat to an aisle seat? Is there a fee to select a seat at check-in? Can I select a seat for my return flight now? Is there an option to purchase an empty seat next to me? Can I select a seat for free if I have a disability or need special assistance? Can I upgrade my seat at the airport on the day of my flight? How much does it cost to upgrade to Premium Economy? Is there a way to get a free seat upgrade? Excuse me, is it possible to upgrade my economy ticket to business class? How much does it cost to upgrade to a higher class? How much would it cost to upgrade my ticket to first class? What's the difference between using miles and using cash to upgrade? I'm interested in upgrading my ticket. Could you please explain the benefits of business class? Can I upgrade to a seat with more legroom after I've already checked in? Is there availability for an upgrade to business class on this flight? Can I use my frequent flyer miles to upgrade to business class? Is it possible to upgrade to business class at the gate? What is the difference in seating between economy and business class? Can I upgrade my seat to business class? Can I request an upgrade for only one leg of my flight? How far in advance do I need to request an upgrade to business class? Can I upgrade to business class if I purchased my ticket through a third-party website? Is it possible to upgrade to business class for a portion of my trip, or do I have to upgrade for the entire journey? Is there a wait list for upgrading to business class? How much extra legroom is there in business class compared to economy? Can I upgrade to business class if I already checked in for my flight? Can I upgrade to first class if business class is not available? Can I upgrade my seat to a better class after I've already boarded the plane? How do I upgrade my seat on a connecting flight? Excuse me, can you tell me if there's any delay with my flight? My flight was delayed for several hours. Can you please provide some compensation for the inconvenience? Is there any update on the status of our flight? How long will the delay be? Is there an estimated departure time? Will the delay affect my connecting flight? What are my options? Can you rebook me on another flight if this one is cancelled? I need to arrive at my destination by a specific time. Can you help me find alternative travel options? Can I get a refund for my ticket if the flight is cancelled? Is there any compensation available for the inconvenience of a delayed or cancelled flight? Can you provide me with a hotel or accommodation if my flight is delayed overnight? I have a medical emergency and need to get to my destination as soon as possible. Can you help me find a solution? What is the reason for the delay or cancellation? Is it due to weather or a technical issue? How can I track updates on the status of my flight? Is there any way I can change my flight for a different time or date to avoid a potential delay? Is there any priority given to passengers with connecting flights during a delay or cancellation? Are there any alternative airports I can fly into or out of to avoid a delay or cancellation? Is there a possibility of being upgraded to a higher class if my flight is delayed or cancelled? How can I make sure my baggage will be taken care of during a delay or cancellation? Can I retrieve my checked baggage if I decide not to take the delayed or rescheduled flight? Excuse me, can you tell me why there is a delay on our flight? I'm sorry, but I have a connecting flight. Will I be able to make it? What options do I have if I miss my connecting flight due to this delay? Can I get a meal or refreshment voucher for this delay? Is there any chance that the flight will be cancelled altogether? What are my options if the flight is cancelled? Can you help me find another flight if this one is cancelled? Is there any compensation for this delay or cancellation? I'm sorry, but I have a non-refundable hotel booking for tonight. Can I get a refund if my flight is cancelled? What about my checked baggage if my flight is cancelled or delayed? Is there a designated waiting area for passengers in case of a delay? Can I change my flight to an earlier or later time due to this delay? Is there a way to get priority for rebooking if the flight is cancelled or delayed? Can you recommend any nearby accommodations or transportation options in case of a delay or cancellation? What happens if I miss my flight due to a delay or cancellation? Can I get a refund for my flight if it is delayed for an extended period of time? What are the airline's policies for weather-related flight delays and cancellations? Is there a phone number I can call for updates or assistance with my delayed or cancelled flight? Excuse me, could I please request wheelchair assistance? Can you please arrange for someone to help me board the flight? I have a medical condition and I need special assistance. How can I arrange for this? Is it possible to get assistance with carrying my luggage to the gate? I am visually impaired and I need assistance getting to my gate. Can you help me? Can you arrange for someone to assist me with my child and carry-on luggage? I have a hearing impairment and I need special assistance. How can I arrange for this? Can you please provide me with a wheelchair-accessible seat on the flight? Can I request a bassinet for my baby during the flight? What is the process for boarding and seating families with young children? What is the airline policy on traveling with a child who is not yet 1 year old? Do you have any special meals available for children? How can I reserve a seat for my child on the flight? Is there a fee for traveling with a car seat or stroller? Can I bring my child's car seat on board the plane? Is there a limit to the number of diaper bags or carry-on bags allowed for a child? Are there any child-friendly amenities available on the flight, such as coloring books or games? Is there a changing table in the airplane bathroom? How can I request a special meal for my child who has food allergies? Can I bring baby food or formula through security? What is the policy for traveling with a child who requires a booster seat? Is it possible to have a child seat next to an adult seat on the flight? Can I bring a stroller through security? Is there a family boarding policy for the flight? Can I bring a child's car seat on board if I don't have a separate seat for the child? Are there any restrictions on traveling with a child who has a medical condition? Is there a minimum age requirement for children to travel alone? What kind of assistance is available to children traveling alone, such as help with baggage or navigating the airport? Are there any restrictions on the type of flights that children can take alone, such as connecting flights or long-haul flights? What are the necessary documents required for a child to travel alone? Is a consent letter required from the parents or guardians for a child traveling alone? Excuse me, can you please tell me what are the requirements for traveling with a pet? I'm traveling with my service dog. Is there anything I should know before boarding the plane? Can I bring my pet snake on board as a carry-on item? Do you provide any accommodations for my pet during the flight? Is there a weight or size limit for pets that can be brought on board? Can I bring my pet on board if it's not a trained service animal? What is the cost for bringing a pet on board? Is it safe to travel with a pet in the cargo hold of the plane? What is the documentation needed for traveling with a pet internationally? Is there a limit to the number of pets allowed on a single flight? Can my pet stay in its carrier during the flight? Can I feed my pet during the flight? Can I take my pet out of its carrier during the flight? What happens if my pet gets sick during the flight? Are there any restrictions on the type of pet that can be brought on board? How far in advance do I need to book a ticket for my pet? Can I bring my pet to the gate and board the plane together? Are there any special requirements for bringing a service animal on board? What is the process for getting my pet through security checkpoints? How much luggage am I allowed to bring on board? What is the baggage allowance for my flight to Mexico City? Can I carry my luggage on the flight, or does it need to be checked in? Is there a fee for checking in my luggage? Is there a weight limit for checked baggage? What is the maximum size of a carry-on bag? Can I bring a personal item in addition to my carry-on bag? How much does it cost to check a bag? Are there any fees for oversized or overweight bags? Can I bring a pet carrier as my carry-on bag? Can I bring my sports equipment, such as skis or golf clubs, on the flight? Is there a limit on the number of bags I can carry on? Can I bring a musical instrument as a carry-on or checked baggage? How do I pack my fragile items to ensure they are not damaged during the flight? Are there any items that are not allowed in my checked or carry-on bags? How do I pack my medication to ensure it stays safe during the flight? Can I bring a stroller for my infant or toddler? Is there a limit on the size or weight of a stroller? Can I check my stroller at the gate? How many bags am I allowed to check in? Is there a limit to the number of carry-on bags I can bring? Are there any restrictions on the types of items I can pack in my checked luggage? How much will it cost to check in an extra bag? Is there a limit to the number of bags I can check in for free? What is the maximum weight allowance for each item of sports equipment? Can I bring my musical instrument on the plane? Are there any restrictions on the size of my musical instrument? What is the weight allowance for carry-on bags? How much will it cost to check in a bag that exceeds the weight limit? Are there any restrictions on the type of carry-on bag I can bring? Can I check in a bag that exceeds the size limit? Is there a fee for overweight carry-on luggage? How can I prepay for my extra baggage allowance? Can I prepay for baggage fees online? I'm here for my flight. Where do I check in? Is there a separate line for business class check-in? Can I check in for my flight online or via mobile app? Do I need to print out my boarding pass, or can I show it on my phone? What documents do I need to present at check-in? Can I use self-service check-in kiosks? How early should I arrive for check-in? Is there a deadline for check-in? Excuse me, could you please explain the TSA security procedures? Can I bring my own food through the security checkpoint? What should I do if I accidentally bring a prohibited item through the checkpoint? Do I need to remove my shoes and belt during the security check? Can I bring a bottle of water through the security checkpoint? Is there a limit to the amount of liquid I can bring in my carry-on bag? I have a medical condition that requires me to bring medication in my carry-on bag. Is there a special procedure I need to follow? I have a metal implant. Will it set off the metal detectors during the security check? Can I bring a small pocket knife in my carry-on luggage? What is the process for getting through TSA pre-check or global entry? I have a service animal with me. What is the procedure for going through security? Can I bring an electronic cigarette through security? Can I bring baby food and formula in my carry-on bag? I have a bottle of alcohol that I bought in the duty-free shop. Can I bring it in my carry-on luggage? What is the procedure for going through the body scanner during the security check? Can I bring a walking stick or cane in my carry-on luggage? How can I report a security concern or suspicious activity to the authorities? Do I need to take my laptop out of my bag for the security screening? Can I bring a razor in my checked luggage? Do I need to remove my jewelry for the security screening? Is there a limit on the number of batteries I can bring? What time will boarding begin for this flight? Can you please confirm the boarding gate for this flight? Is there priority boarding for passengers with disabilities or young children? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the boarding announcement. Could you repeat it, please? Can you tell me the order of boarding for this flight? I need to use the restroom before boarding. Where is the nearest one? Excuse me, can you please scan my boarding pass? I'm traveling with my family. Can we all board together? Can you provide me with a wheelchair for boarding? Is there any special announcement or information for passengers seated in the emergency exit rows? Can you tell me when boarding will be completed for this flight? Is there any delay in boarding or departure time for this flight? I'm sorry, I don't see my seat number on the boarding pass. Can you please help me find it? Can you please explain the procedure for stowing my luggage in the overhead compartment? Is there any restriction on bringing food or drinks from outside during boarding? How do I sign up for your frequent flyer program? Can you explain the benefits of your airline's loyalty program? How do I earn miles with your airline? Can I earn miles when booking with partner airlines? Is there a deadline for using my frequent flyer miles? Can I transfer my frequent flyer miles to another person? How do I check my frequent flyer account balance? Can I earn frequent flyer miles for flights taken in the past? How can I earn elite status with your airline's loyalty program? What benefits come with elite status? How do I maintain my elite status? Can I use my elite status to access airport lounges? How do I know if I am eligible for a free checked bag with my frequent flyer status? Can I use my frequent flyer miles for hotel stays or car rentals? How do I earn miles for booking with your airline's hotel and car rental partners? What's the difference between a basic and elite membership? How many miles do I need to earn to get a free flight? How long are my miles valid for? Can I use miles to purchase items in your in-flight shopping catalog? How many miles do I need to book a flight on a partner airline? What other perks do I get with an elite status? Do I get priority boarding with my loyalty program membership? Are there any blackout dates or restrictions on using my miles? How quickly do miles post to my account after a flight? Can I earn miles for purchases made with your airline's partners? How do I redeem miles for flights? Can I earn miles for flying with your airline even if I didn't book directly with you? That's it for today's English roleplay lesson focused on airline passenger situations before boarding. I hope you found it helpful and enjoyable. Join us next week for the second part of our series, where you'll learn essential phrases and expressions for airline passengers after boarding. So, be sure to keep practicing and join us for that lesson as well. Before you go, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful. It helps our channel grow and reach more English learners like you. Also, we'd love to hear your thoughts and any questions you may have, so leave a comment down below. Finally, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, so you don't miss any of our upcoming roleplay lessons. Together, let's roleplay our way to English fluency.